function, put put in your any queries you might have or any questions that you might have as we go through the sharing. So the sharing for today's is okay, sharing my screen right now. The sharing for today is around future work series. Some of you has been attending. Thank you for that. My topics today is digital marketing still important in the era of AI in today's 2024? Is it still relevant? Is it still important? Okay, I know the very first question that some of you might have is will I get access to this deck? So at the end of the sharing, we will be posting in the chat a link whereby you can request, okay, you can go into the link and request for the slide deck. Okay, let me repeat. So at the end of today's sharing, about 75 minutes later on, we will be posting in the chat, okay, a link whereby you can click in and you can request a copy of the deck. And just a final reminder before we start today's session, okay, from NLB, try to rename yourself on Zoom with the name you are registered for the talk. Okay, if not, June will have a hard time matching this participant turn up or not. So let's try to make her work easier. Rename yourself to the name that you have registered yourself on Eventbrite so that we can know the attendance and the turnout rate and probably plan better events and topics for you guys moving forward. Okay, so without further ado, I will jump right into today's sharing. Okay, digital marketing, is it still important for 224? My name is Koyok Xiang. Cantonese Chinese name, super hard to pronounce. A lot of people can't pronounce it correctly. So just call me YS will do. Okay, feel free to use the chat, or if you not that shy, feel free to unmute yourself to ask any question that you want. Okay, we have a pretty big crowd today. Thanks for attending. Okay, so I'm here today in collaboration with NLB also. Thank you NLB for inviting and also represent one of the adjunct trainer, so trainer with Us Academy. So Us Training Academy is one of the top digital marketing academy in Singapore. We teach more than digital marketing courses. We also have management courses, soft skill courses. I'm one of the digital marketing trainer with Us Academy, one of the highest recognized academy in Singapore, given the CET status, Continuing Education and Training Center. Okay, if you're not familiar with it, it's fine. Just bear in mind, it's one of the highest qualification that a training provider can be accredited by Singapore. Okay, so in terms of courses, plenty. Okay, from advanced certificates all the way up to specialist diploma. But what if you only want to attend those 1 day, 2 day courses? There are plenty of those courses available also, and up to 95% funding and job placement opportunities. Okay, I'm not here to sell you guys the courses. I'm here today to just share knowledge around digital marketing. If you like to find out more about the courses, want to understand more about funding of the courses, scan this QR code, okay, or go to ustraining.com.sg. You can see more what are the courses that's available for you to get funding on or for you to get upskill on. Okay, so diving into today's topic, digital marketing, is it still important? So I'll be addressing from traditional to AI innovation to understanding some of the challenges we face right now and what are things that we need to be aware of, to be embracing, and to adapt for the future. Okay, a bit about myself before we go on. Okay, also for context, right, these 70 minutes will probably be me doing most of the talking. Okay, so if you have not had your dinner yet, okay, feel free to have your dinner while I talk. Okay, feel free to use the chat function to ask any questions. Just sit back, relax. Because of the context of the sharing, I will not be doing much of a practical exercise with you. So just sit back, relax, and ask me questions. Have your dinner if you have it beside you while I share. Okay, so a bit about myself. I'm YS. I've been spending about 30 plus years in marketing over 15 industry. I started with GovTech, so government agency for marketing, move on to MNC startups, started my own startup, started my own agency, and then move on to management consulting. Right now, I'm a performance marketing, basically digital marketing director at a global advertising agency. So the big four advertising agency of the world. We handle world's largest advertising client brands. I myself still run a management consultancy on the side whereby I work with SME owners and entrepreneurs, solo entrepreneurs, to help out on them on their marketing team hiring or to advise them on how to set up the right marketing function or the right marketing campaigns and so on. On the side, I do a lot of teaching. So spend about 7+ years in training and adult education across Asia. I do what I teach. Okay, I've been running e-commerce business for the past few years now. Right now, I also manage e-commerce watch business on weekends. I'm also a certified business trainer, more of the passion side of things. Okay, so this is me in March 2024 in Phnom Penh. So I'm part of a consultant trainer with United Nations. What we do is we go around Asia to teach more trainers in that country whereby they do not have access to some education. So the knowledge that I teach is around digital marketing and e-commerce, teaching more trainers in ASEAN and Asian economies to be better at what they do. Okay, so feel free to hit me up on LinkedIn, connect with me, drop me an email if you have any. Okay, I just realized a typo here. It should write Republic Asia, ASIA.co. Reach out to me if you have any questions around career, or maybe if you are running a business, or do you need any support in terms of advisory, customized training, feel free to reach out. I also do social development work like what I've been doing with the United Nations. Okay, I'll flash my contents towards the end again. Okay, so the topic that you're signing up for is digital marketing still important? Okay, very straightforward answer. Yes. Okay. Yes, but with numerous changes that we need to adapt for. So how I will structure today's sharing is 5 key points. 3A, addressability, attention, AI innovations, followed by two, or rather double S, okay? Social platform important, sustainability. It's okay that if all these points looks very foreign to you right now, okay, because we will be going through later on. Okay, so to set context, what we will be learning or the outcome for you for the next 70 minutes is this sharing will help you understand how digital marketing or marketing become what it is today. Okay, we'll look at the history first. Then we move on to the current state of digital marketing. How are we doing digital marketing right now? Then the final part will be what are the latest changes that we need to be aware of. Okay, so this is the three objectives that we try to achieve: understand the history, the current state of digital marketing, and lastly, what are the new trends that we need to be abreast of. Okay, to set expectation, this sharing is not teaching you what is search engine marketing, what is search engine optimization. I think there are plenty of courses that offers that, but this 70 minutes of sharing is really a 10,000 feet view. What is digital marketing today is about, what's the future ahead, and how did we came to this state. Okay, so for the sharing wise, this is the table of contents we will be going through. First, the evolution, the history and then to today's state. The challenges, okay, what are the challenges we are facing right now? And then the road ahead and how can we be better prepared for it. Okay, for those of you who join us late, the deck will be shared. Okay, the deck can be shared with you guys. At the end of today's sharing, we'll post a link in the chat whereby you'll go in, fill up your name and your details, and we will send you the deck. Okay, first topic, evaluation of digital marketing. Okay, so these are the key milestones in digital marketing in the past. Okay, if you talk about 15 years ago, there's no such terms as digital marketing. Okay, in the past, we basically call it online marketing, doing any form of marketing online. Okay, right now you might, for those of you who is not in the marketing function, you'll be probably wondering, what does online marketing means? What does digital marketing means? Digital marketing literally means you're promoting, selling product, services, or business online. It can be through social media, it can be through email, okay, it can be through your website. So any form of promotion or selling, okay, online for your business or services or product is considered digital marketing. We went through different milestones to become where we are today in terms of digital marketing. First of all, the World Wide Web started. Okay, when the World Wide Web started, people start to contribute more content. Then we see a gradual shift. In the past, when we buy advertisement, how do we buy advertisement? We'll probably say, go up Straits Times and say, Straits Times, next Monday, I want to buy the first page. How much is it? You give me a code, I sign off, then I send you the creative. You print for me next Monday on the Straits Times newspaper. So that was the past. Today, we buy ads pretty much self-serve. We go into a platform, we decide a budget, say tomorrow, if I want the ads to show up in Kuala Lumpur on, say, a bus stop where the out of home ads, I want my ads to appear there. We can go online right now, make a purchase, and it can show up at a time and at the venue or the bus stop that we want tomorrow. So there's a transition from traditional print to advertising on digital platform and self-serve. Then comes major platforms whereby Google, Facebook, okay, mobile marketing. For those of you who are around my age or slightly old, slightly more mature, okay, slightly more mature, must use the right word. Okay, you will know that there are platforms such as MySpace, Friendster, okay, but those platforms didn't survive. They give way to platforms like Facebook, TikTok of today. This key platform has launched, enabling businesses and marketers to reach audience through social platforms. Google, okay, least well known 20 years ago. More of us will recognize Yahoo, but today Google is the major player in search engine. Okay, the key launch of key platform, then we move on to evolution of strategies from focusing more on traditional prints to really developing contents and assets for the online world. Online blogs, okay, social media content, okay, then come an explosion of content. Too much of content available online on your website, okay, on social media. That is whereby the significance of quality content comes in. For those of you who are familiar with search engine optimization, okay, basically, search engine optimization is how Google search engine determine whether to show your website first or second. When you Google search something, say you're hungry right now, you Google search, say durian. What makes the website owner website appear first, but not on second or third page? Okay, so there's search engine optimization. Okay, search engine optimization basically look at how good of content do you have for your website? How good of content do you have on your social media? Okay, so it leads up to the point whereby we have too many content, but how do search engine and social media prioritize which content to show to you? Basically, they look at quality of your contents. Okay, they have different data point they look into. One of them example is engagement rate, whereby someone see your online article, how long do they stay on your page to read? Okay, do your online article get shared and so on. So significance of quality content. Then moving on to today's, the growth of social media. Okay, you might be thinking, but why is like Facebook, Instagram, they have been around for a long time. Like, why the social media growth? Okay, if you look at it, social media today play more of a role than connecting with your friends. 10 years ago, if you use Facebook, we use it to say poke our friends. Just a picture in the past we have. I believe they have already sunset it. So we use it in the past to connect with our friends, check what is our relative friends doing, or posting food photos and travel photos. Today, social media play the role of buying products online, sending payments to your friends. So there are a lot more from where they have started off today. Today, people goes to TikTok, YouTube to learn, say, how to play a guitar, how to cook, say, fried rice. So the role of social media is growing with more and more features. Okay, so there is some milestones that leads to digital marketing today. Okay, digital marketing has changed the way we, okay, business promote product and services. Okay, we no longer think about the traditional media. Today, we think about how both online and offline media can complement and reach our target audience. Okay, so I'm fortunate to see from whereby digital channels such as social media, okay, uh, advertising only command 10% of business spend in the past. When I first started out in my career, Facebook advertising was still people want to test it, people are not ready for it. People put 5%, 10% of their marketing budget to test it out. Over time, today, digital channels command about 75% of the media spend. Okay, people actually allocate 75% on digital YouTube ads, social media ads. Okay, the remaining 25 are being spent like on our home ads, okay, the TV ads, radio ads. You might be thinking, why the shift? Why have business shift from traditional channel to digital channel? First of all, traditional channel, if you think about it, right, if we to advertise on newspaper, okay, sorry if anyone comes from newspaper, I'm just using it as an example. It doesn't mean anything critical. Also, I work in an agency, we work with traditional publishers like newspaper a lot to buy your ads. So no offense there. So why the shift to digital channel? First of all, traditional media, sometimes they do not offer the capability to target audience. For instance, if I print a newspaper ad, I can't say I only want adults to read it. I only want, say, parents to read it. We do not have the option to target because anyone who buy the newspaper or subscribe to the newspaper will probably see your ads. But do they really see it? We also can't measure it. Whereas digital channel, we can target precisely. I want people who say live in the West, and but I want my ads to show up to them at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily. And I only want audiences who are parents with kids above 18 years old to see my ads. So we can go to that precision in terms of audience targeting when it comes to digital channel. Okay, so when it comes to that kind of precision, what it means that we can customize our message. We can have a message targeting parents. We can have a message targeting, say, grandparents. We can have a message targeting teenagers. Okay, so you can see the difference. Traditional travel channels very useful if you are reaching a huge audience, very broad message. But if you want to go precise, reach the audience with the relevant message tailored to them, you will use digital channel. Personalization capabilities. Cost efficiency. Okay, why is it more cost efficient? Unlike traditional media, say you want to buy a TV ad, right? The TV channel will tell you, sure, say 100,000 minimum spend. We will allocate you how many spots across a period of time after which television show. Whereas digital marketing channel, I can start off with a very low minimum spend, say $50. I'm able to start run it, test it. If proven result, then I can scale it up. Okay, so there's cost to get started on digital channel is actually very low compared to traditional marketing channels. Okay, I'll just take a pause here. Anyone has any question? Okay, feel free to type in the text. Okay, do not be afraid to ask any questions. Okay, if y'all don't have any question, maybe I'll try to make it more interactive. Okay, I'll go back to the previous few slides. Which online digital marketing channel, which online channel do you think is the best? Is it search engine? Is it social media? Is it email marketing or content marketing? Okay, so question to the audience, which online channel, okay, which digital marketing channel do you think is the best? Okay, two answers on social media. One of you say it depends. Okay, it depends which demographic. Okay. Okay, one of you even more sophisticated. I think you might be a marketer. In the past, how do they measure marketing performance of traditional media? Okay. So this question, right, I always ask the business owners that I teach, marketers I teach. Okay, it depends is correct. Because different channels will be better depending the stage of your business. Maybe for a business entrepreneur who started his business recently, he may not have money to spend for search advertising, social media advertising. He can do search engine optimization. But for a business has grown, has scaled already, if they want to acquire more customer, they have to run ads. Okay. So which channel works the best? They don't work the best alone. It has to be used across all channels. It's about the percentage of your budget. Maybe at the start, you focus more budget on SEO, man hours. Then subsequently, as you want to scale your business, you change the percentage, 80% on search engine marketing and social media ads. Okay. So which channel is the best? There's no best channel. It has to be used in complement of one another. Okay. One of you have question around Facebook and TikTok channel. I saw your question. I'll get to that later on. Okay, so thanks to everyone for the participation. Okay, so how consumer behavior has changed with technology is, if you look at it these days, when we commute, okay, when we have spare time, when we are waiting for our meal, what do? We take out our phone, okay, we reply to a social message, we reply to WhatsApp, or we look at YouTube, we surf the internet, we look at Facebook. We are constantly connected, okay, we are constantly connected, and when we want something, right, we almost want it instantly. When we order something, we expect it to come tomorrow. Okay, we are heavily reliant on technology. Okay, and when we want to buy something, we will look out for this thing called social proof. Okay, social proof. For those of you who work in e-commerce, you will know what this is. Social proof basically is, example, we go to Lazada and Shopee, right? We want to buy something. After looking at the product and price, what's the next thing that you will look at? Comments, okay, reviews. Okay, reviews. What we are basically looking for when we are on the online journey of purchasing is proof that someone else has made the purchase, proof that this product, okay, is of quality. Okay, we are relying on someone else to provide that assurance. Maybe it's through reviews, maybe it's through testimonial, maybe it's through Google star ratings. So we are looking for the proof to elevate, okay, our purchase decision. Okay, this is not a scam. This product is as good as what they claim. There's user photo to show the product that they have bought. Okay, so for those two of you who are thinking of doing e-commerce or already doing e-commerce for a business, okay, social proof is one key element that can uplift your audience purchasing decision. Okay, help them decide through social proof. So things like free returns, okay, reviews, all these will help in their purchasing decision. Okay, transparent and authenticity. Okay, increasingly you will see negative sentiments. Okay, negative sentiments when audiences find out something is not as true as what it means to say. Example, I don't want to quote any names, but basically, a homegrown bread brand, they actually sell soybean milk, whereby they pour soybean milk from another provider, okay, another brand, and it's a huge, it went viral online. Someone posted online, it went viral. So it's about how you deal with episode like this does happen, okay, when it comes to business. Okay, someone shared the name. But episode like this does happens. Sometimes because of business costs, sometimes because of operational issue. But it's about how do we react when this kind of situation happen. Okay, because people will go online and will share their experience. Another example, if we sometimes look at telco ads, right? Okay, telco ads, the telco is promoting their product and service. Yeah, then you'll see people comments below about why are you not responding to my ticket? Why are your customer service not calling and responding to our calls? So it's about how you respond when an episode like this happen. So in marketing, what business, even startups, right? What we need to do is then to have a response plan. When things like that happen, what kind of message should we deliver? Okay, who should deliver? Okay, and if you look at TikTok, TikTok does it very well. When they have critical issue, the CEO of TikTok actually step out, film himself, and then post a video to go on TikTok so that people can see it. Okay, so transparent authenticity. How do you deal with situation when issue happen? Okay, so that is the past, okay, of digital marketing. So to sum up, right, past of digital marketing, the ability of World Wide Web, then came Yahoo search engine, Google search engine, then social media platforms came, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and so on. Explosion of content, then all platforms and also search engine, what they look for is quality of content. The better of your quality, the more they will surface your content on your website. Social media today, they play more than the role of connecting with your friends. Product discovery, content discovery, payment, so on. Okay. Okay, one of you asked a very valid question. Customer review can be bought. Are they still reliable? Okay, so when we buy product, there's one thing we look at also. When we look at customer review, right? How many customer review? Okay, is it only one or two, or is it 1,000+ customer review? Okay, yes, customer review can be engineered, okay, or can be another term bot, but we need to look at also the quality of customer review, quantity and quality. Okay, so quality meaning to say, do people actually spend time writing customer review, or is it just one word, one word? Okay, and the mass of review. So these are things that as a consumer, you will look out for when you look at customer review authenticity. Okay, and there are strategies behind to get customers to review for you for free out of willingness. Example, a local brand secret lab. Okay, so basically what they do, for those of you who have the chair, you will know. Basically what they do is you buy the chair, okay, you take a photo of the chair, you post on your social media, they give you 3 years more warranty. That's the reason why they have so many customer reviews online, so many user customers willingly take photos of your chair, post on social media. Okay, so the tactics to get audience, okay, to help you create quality content for your social media marketing or for your marketing. Okay, so now we move on to the current state of digital marketing. We went through what leads us to today. Now we go through what is the current state of digital marketing. The current stage of digital marketing is heavily dominated by digital channels. So I shared when I started in my career, only 10% or 5% of the budget go to digital channel. And back in those days, the only social media channel we have that point of time is more of Facebook. Okay, MySpace and so on was going downhill. So that time was only Facebook. Today, you have so many channels. You have TikTok, you have Facebook. So one of you mentioned Facebook is more for targeting like mature adults, right? You're right, exactly. So Facebook, if you want to target parents, working adults, you go to Facebook and Instagram. If you want to target the younger ones, you go to TikTok. Okay. If you look at the demographic of each platform, right? Each platform has certain demographic pool of audiences. Okay, but in general, if you want to reach a huge audience, right, use YouTube and Facebook advertising, okay, or YouTube or Facebook marketing. These two platforms has the wider reach of audience. Okay, example, YouTube, you see your very young kids, toddler, they start watching YouTube. And then you have our retirees, when they are bored, what do they do? They also look at YouTube. So it actually cover a huge range of age group for YouTube. Whereas Facebook, it has the mass reach. It has been around for so many years already. A lot of us has accounts on it. Um, why do the younger adults, okay, the younger adults, the teenager, always go to the newest platform? It's because they don't want to be on the same platform as their parents and grandparents. Imagine your kids want to post something, then they're afraid, what if my mom or my dad or my grandparents see it? Okay, so that's the reason why you see, right, whenever there's a new platform, the younger ones are always the first to migrate to that platform. Okay, so I hope that answers your questions around which platform of relevancy and is Facebook preferred by more mature adults. Okay, the answer is yes. Facebook is preferred for more mature adults. So if you know that your target audience is parents, okay, people with spending power working in society already, go to Facebook. But if you know that you want to target young adults, okay, then go towards TikTok. Each channel have their own audience pool, but YouTube and Facebook offer a huge audience pool. Okay, so that's on digital dominance, very heavy budget towards digital channel these days compared to traditional media. Then consumer-centric focus. In the past, when we do marketing, right, quite simple, just one way. Okay, we have a message, hey, buy ads or we run media, just one way. These days, if we post something wrong only, you will see the comments starts flowing in. Okay, when we run ads, people start commenting. Okay, um, today, when we do digital marketing, it's no longer about one-way message. It's no longer in the past whereby we blast one message, everybody will see it. It's about adapting to that constant interaction. Okay, people have the capabilities to through social media to respond, to share your product or positively or negatively. Okay, so it's of importance of how you engage. Example, episode earlier, if something happened, then how do you react? How do you respond? I give the example of TikTok CEO, when something like a huge ban, possible huge ban in US might take place, how did he respond? He went straight to TikTok, post regular updates on what are the steps that he will take. Okay. Then on the third point, primary channels. Okay. Beside your traditional TV, traditional radio advertising, out of home advertising, these days we have search engine, Google search engine, whereby we can run ads. If you do a Google search on durian on your mobile phone or your laptop, right, you see usually the top search engine result page, those are ads, then followed by the other websites. Social media, we all know, quite familiar with it. Email marketing, some of you may say, why is email marketing still relevant today in today's age and context? Is still very relevant. Okay, it's still very relevant because you can send very personalized message. Example, uh, brands knows your birthday because you share with them. Brands can send you, say, email greeting you for your birthday or sharing with you a promo code specifically for your birthday month. They do email marketing to you. So very personalized touch of marketing. Content marketing is about creating content online. Okay, later I'll share more on each of the channel. The importance for digital marketing is they don't work in silo. All of them work in conjunction, complementing one another. So the need for multi-channel approach to reach a wide and diverse audience. Okay, so these are the primary digital marketing channels. Okay, multi-channel approach. Okay, so what I will do now is I will dive into each of the channels further. Search engine, social media, email marketing, content marketing. Okay, first off is search engine. Search engine for context is means Yahoo, Google. Okay, those are search engine. Okay, so good quality content actually improve your website ranking. Okay, basically what it means is if you publish a website, right? If you have a website, you write good content or you have good um, posts, videos, images on your website, Google search engine or Yahoo search engine will actually rank you higher. Okay, for instance, if I sell durian, okay, um, I want my website to rank. I need to post quality content about how to enjoy durian, okay, how do you choose a durian, and so on. Those are quality content that my target audience will look for. And when Google sees that I have this kind of quality content on my website, they will rank my website higher when people search for durian, okay, on search engine. So the importance of quality content because search engine will rank your website higher. Okay. Second, user experience. Uh, Search engine also look at your user experience of your website. How long does it take for your website to load? Okay, is your button easy to click on? Okay, is it easy to navigate through your website? Okay, so these are the data point they look at. Example, at the start I have shared, search engine look into data point and how long do people stay on your website? Okay, how many pages of your website when on average a user visit? Okay, that kind of data points will determine search engine to rank user experience of your website high or low. And mobile optimization. A lot of us consume content today on the go. Okay, is your website optimized for mobile experience? Sometimes if we look at long form content on mobile phone, right, what we will do is basically we'll just flip past it. Okay, so it's about how you then nuance what kind of content should be short form, what kind of content should be long form. Okay, when people are looking for long form content, then they'll click in, they'll read the full article. But if you put a full article, say on your email marketing EDM message, okay, email message, people will just probably ignore it. Okay, so moving on from search engine, I'll go into social media marketing. Okay, so for social media marketing, we have seen growth of many platforms, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, okay, WeChat, and so on. Um, Over time, you also see social media algorithm actually change. When Facebook first started out, right, they used a social graph algorithm. Basically, social graph algorithm, what it means is, oh, you have a lot of friends, okay, you like your friend post and so on, they like your post, you will see more of their content. You will see the brands you follow, okay, your friend post on your Facebook social news feed. If you look at TikTok, TikTok use a totally different algorithm. Okay, what TikTok does is TikTok look at what are the kind of contents you look at on TikTok, and TikTok will serve you content based on their AI that they think is relevant and you might be interested. To the extent that some people comment that TikTok is so scary because they know exactly what kind of content I would like and it got me hooked for hours. So hence, there's a slight difference in the algorithm. Okay, Facebook, if you do a post, right, even if it's a very good post, it might not go viral. Whereas if you do a TikTok post, it might go viral without much of a advertising spend because their algorithms are slightly different. Okay. In the past few years, Facebook has also adapted their algorithm to be more of a AI-based recommendation plus social graph. Okay. Over the years, uh, social media content and also has diversified. When I first started out on my career, the only ads that I run in back in those days, 13 plus years ago, is actually Facebook image ads. Those days, image ads, because if we run video ads, right, we do not have the devices and the network 3G, 4G, 5G capabilities to support video downloading. Okay, so back in those days, it's purely image or purely text. Okay, but today, um, because of our network capabilities, because of the penetration of network, and also because of the data that we have, okay, on a monthly basis, okay, we see that increasing videos, long form contents are being consumed. Okay, if TikTok were to launch 10 years ago, okay, uh, will they do so well as compared to today? Probably not. Why? Because back then our devices and the data network is not that advanced as compared to now. You'll probably take 10 minutes to load a 1 minute video compared to today, you just load within seconds. Social media marketing today focus more on engagement. It's less about um, getting followers these days, though it's still important for different reasons, vanity metrics, social proof, okay, getting people to notice your content. But today is about creating quality content, okay, that can go viral, that can get more engagement, get more people to view through the entire piece of video or to interact with you. So less about following, but more about quality content that gets engagement. And lastly, social media marketing today leverage influencers. Okay, so if you realize, right, more and more we are using the term interchangeably, content creators, influencers, content creators, influencers. Influencers are basically those who charge a premium for you to for your brands. If you want to work with them, they post a post on their social media, they will charge you quite a amount. So those are influencers. They have a lot of followers. Content creators are like me and you. Okay, we go to say a shop, we go to a restaurant, we eat the food, then while waiting, we take photos of it, we take video of it, we write reviews of it, then we share on our social media. We are creating content. Okay. So social media today is not just leveraging on influencers, it's also leveraging on consumers, okay, content creators to create content online, okay, reach more audience, reach their friends, okay, of the consumer. The key thing about influencers and content creators is they are very good at building trust and authenticity because it is you or me who tested the product, tried the product, created the content and share. Okay, and sometimes we may not do it because we are paid. Sometimes we do it out of willingness. Okay, one of you have a question. How to differentiate between fake uh influencers with fake followers versus real ones? Okay, in my industry, how we do it is basically you look at the engagement rate. There are tools to calculate also. There are free tools also. Basically, what you do is you key in the influencer or the content creator handle name, okay, username on their social media profile. You can see the engagement rate. Um, so if you compare it to another influencers of the same tier, you can see, the influencers has say 2.5% engagement rate. These influencers only got say 0.5 engagement rate. You know the on average is 2.5, then you see this one 0.5. It may mean something. It may mean that either the followers may be fake or that influencers may just be not as good as what he or she claimed. Okay, is are influencers effective? Increasingly, yes. Okay, influencers and content creators. Okay, influencers and content creators. It's not just about leveraging and influencers anymore. It's also how do you activate content creators, everyday individuals like me, to help the brands create contents when we enjoy the product or services. Okay, a great question. Keep the question coming. Oh, one of you test me. What's the formula to calculate engagement rate? To be frank, I forgot, but it's the total number of interactions. So like shares, okay, like shares divided by total number of impression. How many times your content has been seen. Okay, so engagement rate formula and total engagement, like shares, comments divided by total number of times your content surface on the social platform. Okay, hope that answer your question. Lucky I still remember the formula. Okay, your follow-up question is low. Okay, your follow-up question is solo engagement could be a reason of high reach. Yes. Okay. Yes. Usually, if you have a huge reach, your engagement will naturally go lower. Okay. For instance, um, if right now you post something on social media, right, you might go get a lot of likes because it's your friends and family who is liking it. But as you grow your social audience base, maybe friends or people who don't know you that well follow you. Then you can see you post something, you get lesser likes, okay, in the sense of percentage compared to the past. Because now you have friends and people who don't really know and might not like your content. Hope that give some context. Okay, great question, everyone. Okay, moving on to content marketing. Okay, moving on to content marketing. So for content marketing, uh, over the years, more and more different format. When we first start, we have blogs, images. These days, we do a lot of video, brand storytelling, product storytelling. Okay, for instance, if I want to buy a fridge, I saw the fridge, bad, stanky or cost, I see it. Okay, then the next thing I will do is actually I will go to YouTube and I will search that product. Okay, that specific fridge. There are people who do reviews on that fridge. So I will actually look at the fridge reviews to know, product reviews to know whether I want to buy that product or not. So tons of diverse content online. The key for you to take it away on content marketing is create more online content. Okay, why I say that is because brands that has acquired a huge following online, okay, are those whereby over the years they keep on creating content. Of course, they have a proper content strategy, not Roja, not everyday throw in different Roja content. They have a proper strategy, what kind of content, what kind of team. Okay, brands over the years they constantly create content. As a result of number of years, they actually acquire a huge base of followers and converted some of them to consumers. Coming from my own experience, what I do is in the past I write blogs. So there are some instances whereby people come up to me after a class and say, why I join your class specifically? And then I will say, oh, you saw my profile profile on the our website, is it? Then they told me no, because I read a content this topic, okay, this article name. Then I said that article name I actually wrote it 5 years ago. And he said, yeah, I saw that you wrote 5 years ago. I read it some weeks back, and I really enjoyed the article. So there are instances like this that keeps on happening with the business owners I interact with. When you post a content, it's 24/7. It's over the years, people will still consume your content. You never know because of that content you post 5 years, 10 years ago, because of this reader that read it years later, you might get it become a lead, become a sale. Okay, so be consistent, produce content. So create content, okay, it helps you to build brand authority. Like one of my trainees come out to me and tell me, why I seen your article, that's why I wanted to want to attend your class in person. It also encourage exchange of contents, more exchange of people who actually hyperlink to your content sometimes, okay, share your content, build digital communities, basically when like how the content creators and followers do. They build followers, they build a community, and then they monetize. They sell their own brand or they promote their own product or services. Okay, data-driven decision. Basically, what it means is when we run digital marketing, we look at a lot of data points. How long do people stay on our website? How many times our ads appear? What is our engagement rate to determine are we doing the right things or not? We have tools such as Google Analytics, Adobe Analytics to know what are our target audience doing when they go to our website, which page they visit the most, how long do they spend on each website, which page of ours. So we have tools like this to help uh, make informed decision when doing website changes. We also look at data points to determine where should we shift our budget. Is it Facebook more or is it TikTok ads better? We can look at all these data points to create different audiences, parents, grandparents, teenagers, and then recreate messaging to each target audience. Example, if you are targeting parents, you want to focus more on family safety, family values. Okay, when you target teenagers, young adults, you want to talk about fun, efficiency, okay, because those are the values that they may be more resonating with. Okay, so personalized marketing message for each audience segment. Next, moving on, okay, AI. Okay, AI in marketing. So we all know that AI has helped us in a lot of different functions, in a lot of ways. But how does AI helps in marketing? First of all, automation. Okay, so repetitive tasks like social media posting. Instead, okay, so some of you who doesn't do social media management, right, might think social media posting is about that brand or that marketer, right? Maybe New Year Eve, wait until like 11:59 p.m. Then go press the post button, okay, for their New Year greetings to appear on the social media profile. Okay, it doesn't work like this. It's all through automation. Usually what we do is 3 months before we already plan for the entire quarter of posts and content already. We will actually schedule it into a scheduler, okay, and then it will be auto post, okay, through automation and through technology. So in a way that what AI does is it helps us with automation of repetitive tasks. Okay, it helps us with creating content creation. In fact, this entire deck, uh, I would say 50% of the content is through AI. I actually outline it only. Then most of the description and stuff is actually created by AI. I just need to edit it. And this slides design is actually through AI creation also. Okay. So AI can help you come up with the content, but I would say you still need to do some editing for now. Okay. Still need to do some editing. Personalization, I already covered that in the earlier slide. Predictive analytics. Basically, what this means is AI is able to predict, okay, what actions you need to take. Okay, for instance, if you go to Lazada or Shopee, right, you look at one product, they will actually recommend to you. You may be interested in these other products that other customers also like, or other customer who is behaving like you like. Okay, so what it does is it's able to analyze audiences who look at the same product, look at the same services, and recommend you relevant product. The banks does it at a more sophisticated level. They look at your transaction, they look at the kind of merchant purchase you have and recommend you the relevant products. Okay, so AI in marketing, automation of tasks, creating more personalized messages, able to recommend you product or services. For business owner, is able to recommend to you when should you increase your budget, when should you decrease your budget based on seasonality or past patterns. It's able to create for you content, but then you need to do some fine tuning. Okay, moving on, challenges. Okay, one of you asked, okay, so which is more effective way to engage, photo or video post? Okay, I'm afraid I don't have the direct answer because some instances it will be photo, some instances it will be video. Okay. Uh, what I encourage is both. Okay, both. Photos, right? Image, right? Are those whereby you want to get someone to take a action. Okay. For instance, durian. Okay, just for simplicity's sake, so I always use durian. Okay, buy one get one free. Okay, buy now 50% off. Very straightforward. Use photo. Video post. Okay, come get our durian at store 123. How to get there? Then you show the video. Okay, go to this street, take the lift, go to this store, press the bell, and so on, so on. So post content that you need to do storytelling, you need to do education, you use video. Post that's very straightforward, you don't need to educate at all, use photo. If you try to educate through an image, chances are people will get lost in the content. Too many messaging in one photo, they are not, they will just skip it or they are not sure what is the key call to action you want them to take. Hope that answer your question. Okay, so moving on to challenges. We are quite on time. We should be able to finish within the next 30 minutes or so. Okay, so challenges. Okay, so we went through evolution. We went through the current state of digital marketing, the introduction of AI, the common digital marketing channels. Now we will go through what are the challenges that the industry's business or marketers face today. Okay, number one, wall gardens. Number two, keeping up with rapidly changing platforms. Okay, so wall garden, let me explain. Wall gardens are what we marketers or people in the industry, advertising industry call Facebook, Google, TikTok, LinkedIn. Why do we call them wall gardens? Is because this platform, they have a huge amount of data with them. Okay, they have huge amount of data points. They have a lot of data points. All the data points sits with them. They do not share externally. Okay, for instance, uh, you want to know your target audience, right? Your followers. Okay, who are they? What is their name? What do they do? Okay, on Facebook and so on, right? The platform will not share with you. Okay, the platform will always say, you upload your customer data with us, you upload your CRM data with us, we will find you the audience, we will let you run advertising targeting this audience. Who are this audience? What is their name? We won't share with you. Okay, so that's the reason why we call them wall garden. If you want to download your followers profile on Facebook so that you can go to LinkedIn and find them, right? There's no way you can do it. They are basically operating in silos and they keep their data almost like a garden full of flowers, but they are being walled up, whereby you cannot retrieve data out. You can only use data while in their platform. Okay, so the challenges for us marketer and business owner is complicating cross-platform analysis. Okay, if you run ads on Facebook, if you run ads on TikTok, maybe we are actually reaching the same person. But how can I deduplicate? I don't want my ad to show to the same person. Okay, there's not really a way that you can do it very precisely right now. And there's a huge reliance on platform. What if the platform say, oh, you no longer can target your followers anymore? Okay, unless you pay for this or unless you it's okay to us increasing the advertising spend. Okay, just an example. Then second point is keeping up with rapidly changing platform, constant update by the platform and also regulatory. Okay, so for instance, Indonesia, okay, they decided that to tighten their e-commerce control. Okay, so basically what happens is they actually halted all e-commerce, external e-commerce to provide the small medium business and the landscape of Indonesia. So TikTok Shop no longer can operate in Indonesia. Okay, so there was huge news last year. Okay, so you can see a lot of these changes happens quite rapidly. What it means to then businesses who rely on TikTok Shop as a key source of digital marketing channel or the key source of e-commerce in Indonesia then. So we need to then react, okay, agile and probably have a few channels. Don't put all your eggs into one basket. Okay, so the solutions to walled garden and also keeping up with uh, constantly changing landscape and platform algorithm. Number one, avoid over reliance on walled garden. Okay, so it's almost like Gardens by the Bay, right? So those social media channels, they have all the data of flowers in their platforms. But you, as a business owner, as advertisers, if you want to utilize them, you have to always rely. Okay, get a ticket, go in. Okay, so you always have to rely on them. But as an advertiser or brand, you want to develop your own capabilities to reach your target audience. Okay, you do not always want to rely on someone else's capabilities and technologies to reach your target audience. Okay, so this is slightly more sophisticated. Basically, in a nutshell, is you get more of your customer data. Okay, know more of them, CRM data. Okay, their email, their phone number, so that you can do things like Telegram messaging, WhatsApp messaging with them. Okay, reach them more directly. Okay, CDP clean data room. Basically, what this is more of a technology investment. Instead of relying on walled gardens data, you build your own data room, okay, digital data room, whereby you put your CRM data in and then utilize them to reach your audience. More sophisticated approach. The more straightforward approach for startup entrepreneurs is collect more of your first party data points, okay, then utilize them to do more direct marketing instead of heavily reliant on social platforms. Okay, other ways, foster community participations. Okay, so through influencer partnership, through content creators partnership, okay, reach out to a wider audience pool. Okay, create dedicated online communities for deeper engagement. Facebook groups, okay, Telegrams groups, okay, for audience to connect, to share content. Okay, so these 2 points are quite similar. So when you have a community, you have an online community, what you can do is then you can create content. Okay, you can also reward the community with exclusive promo codes or getting your community members to become your brand advocates, your ambassadors. Okay, so I run a watch e-commerce business. So what I do when I started out my brand is we designed our own watch. So what we did is we go to online communities, okay, Facebook group. There's Facebook groups whereby watch lovers across the world. So they will join the Facebook group. We post our design there. And what happened is people, because they are watch fanatics, okay, when they see design, they will actually react. So they will say, okay, this one, you need to make it nicer, or this color not very nice, you should lighten the tone. So we take their feedback, we launch our product. The first few purchase we have uh, received is actually from those Facebook groups commenters. Okay, so take advantage of online communities. Okay, create them, foster them. Okay, participate in them. If you look at football clubs, Airline Miles, and our home ground NTUC Fair Price, they are very good at fostering brand loyalty. Okay, if you look at apps such as NTUC Fair Price, they're actually collecting data points of you when you make purchase through their payment app. Of course, it's a business strategy so that transaction fee, revenue, and so on. But in a way, FairPrice know what you are buying also when you are paying through their payment app. Okay, so take lessons from all this. It's about how you collect more data from your audience and understand your audience better so you can deliver more relevant messaging, more relevant, personalized message for them. Okay, keeping up with changing platforms. Okay, so when platforms makes update, right, to be frank, they always send out notification. Okay, they always send out notification for those of you who has a Facebook page or those of you who run ads. From time to time, you will see notification on platforms. I usually ignore them. Why? Because the very important one, right, they will send you an email. Okay, the very important one, they will send you an email. Day-to-day updates, right, they will send you a notification on the social media platform or the advertising platform. Those I generally ignore. Very important one, they will send me an email post. I will want to take attention to read more about it. Okay, example, sometimes they remove certain targeting, um, like religion targeting. Uh, some months back, they removed that kind of targeting because uh, to them, it may be discriminatory when you target audience based on religion. Okay, that's what the platform think. Okay, so when it comes to updates and algorithm, you want to take note of email that's sent to you from the platforms if you're an advertiser or if you're a marketer. Okay, then be agile, be continuously learning. Okay, so read blogs, okay, attend courses, go to NLP. They have tons of good reads. Okay, read more about them. Then staying informed through industry news, attend webinars like this. So kudos to all of you. Instead of spending Monday evening, you can go for a movie, or those of you with your kids having a holiday now, you can play with your kids, but you choose to learn more from my sharing. Okay, engage with professional communities. Okay, join linking groups. Okay, join offline groups. Okay, interact. Okay, share your views. Okay, so that is the challenges. Okay, challenges that we face now are walled gardens, over reliance on them. They have too much data, but they do not share data with us. So to mitigate that, collect more of your target audience data, collect more of your customer data so that you know your audience well. Constantly changing platforms, algorithms, and so on. Stay up to date. Okay. If they email you, try to have a read on those key notifications. Okay, stay informed, attend webinars like this, engage with communities of that's alike with you. Okay, my final part before we move on to Q&A and I hand it back to National Library. Okay, the road ahead, the 3A, addressability, attention, and AI innovation. Addressability. Basically, when we target audience online, we want to reach the right individual. For instance, if I'm selling men's product, I don't want to target a female audience online. Okay, maybe it's a wife of the girlfriend or the partner who may want to buy for their husband, okay, or partner. But if my main audience is male, I want to reach the right audience. Okay, so that is addressability. It's about the road ahead is about how can we address the right audience. Increasingly, it's getting harder and harder because of privacy concern, because of regulatory regulatory framework rollout whereby we cannot track audience data point that are precise anymore. Okay. Second, attention. Okay. Today, it's very hard to capture target audience, okay, consumer attention online. Uh, in the past, with the very first image ad that is launched online, one out of two people actually click on the ad. Okay, the very first online ad in the world, right? The web banner ads. One out of two people see the ad actually click on the ad. Today on Facebook, right? Oh, one out of 100 people see an ad, they click on the ad. Okay, so it's very fiercely competed for attention in today's world. Constantly, we need to come up with interactive content. Okay, how we do this is, example, poll. Okay, we ask people poll, we get them to comment, we ask them to choose option A and option B. We ask them to vote which one is better. So for those of you do Facebook marketing, you have these options. You can run a poll, you can get people to uh, react, say option one or option B is better. So add on things like that to encourage for more interactions. Then third, third A is about AI innovation. How do we utilize AI to make our life and work easier? Okay, for instance, this slide deck design, most of it is done by AI. Okay, then the double S, social importance and sustainability importance. There's a growing importance of social media platform. Today, we go to social media not just to connect with friends, but also discover new product, discover new content. Okay, so create those content online because if people are not spending time on TV, they are not going to movie cinemas anymore. They are spending time probably on social platforms, social media, consuming content on social media. So as a business, do you have contents on social media whereby audiences can discover you? Okay, and can they purchase your product or services on social platform itself? It depends business to business. Not all business is suitable, but social platform have the capabilities to act as an e-commerce channel. Example, TikTok Shop. Okay, and last point on as sustainability and ethical marketing. Increasingly, okay, tons of surveys have shown that consumers actually demand for sustainability. Okay, as a business, are you doing things right? Okay, for instance, coffee bean. Where have you, if you are selling coffee, where do you source your coffee bean? Do you work with farmer well, okay? Or do you work well with your supply chain? Do you incorporate carbon-free practices? So consumer actually demand sustainability and ethical practice. There's also another term whereby we call it greenwashing. Greenwashing. Basically, brands says they are ethical and sustainable, but they are actually not. Okay, and audiences, okay, sometimes consumers sometimes can spot it and they actually call it out online. So just be aware of that when you want to market yourself sustainability and ethical, be sure you do it. If not, there's actually audiences online that will actually call you out on social media. Okay, so with all these changes, right, addressability, precision targeting of audience, fighting for customers or audiences' attention online, how do we use AI? How do we leverage on social platforms better? How do we incorporate sustainability towards our practices? Okay, as an individual, stay up to date. Okay, up to date with the new technologies and trends. Okay, commit learning hour. Okay, so personally, what I do is, say every month I will set myself to a target. This month I want to achieve, say, this certification, or this month I want to attend, say, 4 webinar caused by NLB, or this month or this quarter I want to spend 50 hours on learning. So commit learning hours, set a goal for yourself, and acquire new skill. So not just on digital marketing, right? So now that we have AI, okay, then how do we use AI for digital marketing? How do we do content creation? Maybe in the past you don't shoot videos, but how do you shoot videos and do content creation? Okay, reviews when you go to restaurant or go for your travels. do vlogs, vlog. Okay, so continue for an individual, stay up to date, commit learning hours, acquire new skills. Okay, acquire new skills. For organizations, okay, what you want to do is be flexible. Okay, be flexible. Like the TikTok shop in Indonesia example, one day regulation might change or the platform might change. Another example for Philippine uh, food merchant, right, facing a challenge right now because, okay, so for food merchants in Singapore, we know that there's Grab food, okay, then there's Food Panda, okay, then Deliveroo. So what uh Philippine food merchant face now, one of the platforms is gonna pull out their operation entirely. So if you are a food merchant in Philippines and you have traditionally operated in one of these food delivery, that means that your entire online channel is gone. Okay, so you want to be flexible, you want to adapt, you do not want to put all your eggs in one basket. You want to diversify. Okay, plan for contingency. Actually, incorporate agile marketing approach. Okay, utilize AI. Okay, invest in manpower upskilling. Okay, upskill your team, upskill your resources, upskill your talents. How to use AI for better workflow, how to use AI to reduce work for themselves. Okay, improving effectiveness and efficiency. Okay, my final few slides. Okay, takeaway. Today's digital marketing, together with AI, we can be very efficient. Okay, we can automate a lot of tasks. When it comes to automation of tasks, okay, like content creations, okay, content creation, it helps us with the initial creation, but we still need to refine it further for now. Personalization, with AI, we can create multiple versions of marketing or creative assets for each target audience. Okay. Predictive analytics, there are tools and platforms that allow us to predict, okay, predict which audience might buy from us again. Okay, okay, which audience. So for instance, for those of you who run e-commerce business, if you have an e-commerce channel, those platforms will actually preempt you. You are low in stock count for this product. Please stock up by when and when, because traditionally this period of time you usually have say 60 sales, because AI is able to look at, okay, your past sales and so on, seasonality, and tell you, okay, this product is very low in product inventory count already. You better stock up now. If not, you'll be sold out soon. So things like that, you can utilize AI to help you. The other takeaways, stay current, okay, stay up to date with changes in the algorithm, consumer preference, go for webinars like this, read more books, NLP free resources, okay. Take a multi-channel approach. Do not put all your eggs into one basket. Be agile, be flexible, respond to new trends, new technology. Like a kid, right? Okay, when we are a kid, we break up new toys, we put it back again. So as an adult, we need to have the same mentality. When there's something new, we want to figure it out, test it out, okay, learn. Okay, if it works well for us, yes. If it doesn't work well for us, it's okay. Maybe learn something else. Okay, so stay up to that. Okay, questions? Questions? Anyone? Okay, feel free to type in your questions in the chat. Okay, in the meanwhile, I'll just run through a quick recap again of what we went through. So for evolution of digital marketing, okay, what we have seen is the rise of World Wide Web, and from there, social media platforms, then an explosion of contents. With the explosion of contents, how social platforms and search engine determine what is a good content. They look at things like engagement rate, they look at things like the quality of content. Why do we move from traditional to digital in today's age? Because through digital, we can target audience quite precisely, serve them relevant message for each audience. We can know who are the audience who have interacted, okay, what time they have interacted versus traditional print whereby audience may see it, but we may not know who. We are unable to measure so precisely. Consumer behavior has changed over the years with technology. People demand instant. People, it's no longer about one-way marketing now, it's about two-way. And it's about leveraging on our consumers to do marketing for us, content creation, reviews. The current state of digital marketing, okay, key digital marketing channels like search engine, social media, email marketing, okay, all of them revolve around content. Okay, the content you produce today is not only for this month or this year. 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, you never know. You may have a lead or sales because of the content you produce today. Okay, the role of AI in marketing, AI can help us create content. Okay, help us do a lot of heavy lifting for the start. Okay, but eventually we need to do some fine tuning after we create uh after we utilize AI to create the initial copies. Content creators and digital communities, we leverage on online communities to reach our target audience. We want to build our expert, okay, we want to build as a brand expert, as a product expert in those community, so that the next time when people talk about buying a product or buying uh the service, they remember you because they see you how you interact to those questions on the online communities, how you respond to Facebook groups. Okay, you want to leverage on everyday individuals, me and you, to create content for the brands, okay, for the products. Challenges, walled gardens, social platforms has grown very huge. Their data points are all within themselves, all in silos. So do not be over reliant on one of them. We want to develop our own capabilities also. Okay, collect your CRM data, keeping up with rapid changing platform changes, regular changes, stay up to date, join webinars, read, and so on. The road ahead and how do you be better prepared? Okay, so there are 5 key things: addressability, targeting audience precisely, attention. How do we create content that engages, okay, catches the attention of audience? How do we use AI to help us with our workflow content creation? Sustainability. How do we incorporate sustainability into our business and social platforms? Okay, how do we leverage on social platforms features more? Okay, keep your questions coming. So what I'll do for the next 5 minutes, I will address your questions. If you have more questions that you are a bit shy to ask, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn or drop me an email. My email here is correct. Okay, ys@republicasia.co. My LinkedIn, just search for ys, ys, or just search my name, Yok Xiang. Pretty hard to remember. Just search ys easier. Okay. And again, Us Academy has a lot of courses. Today, I'm here together with Us Academy in collaboration with NLB to share more about digital marketing. At Us Academy, we have courses around Facebook, Instagram marketing, content creation using AI. How do we look into digital analytics, website audience? How do we calculate engagement rate and so on? So multiple courses on that. Feel free to check it out. Scan this QR code. A lot of the courses are heavily funded. Okay, and feel free to reach out to me if you need services around consulting, advisory, okay, training, or even social development where I can help with the communities or society. My LinkedIn is here. Feel free to scan if you want to get connected with me. Okay, now on to questions. Okay, I'll take your question one by one. Let me repeat the questions, then I'll answer. So, first question I see right now is, what objective should we set for our campaign? Okay. Okay. So this is a common question that business owners always ask me. What objective should they set for their campaign? What's your business objective? Are you trying to get sales, or are you trying to get more people aware of your brand? Okay. If it's both, then you need to have two campaigns. One that is for awareness, one is for sales. Okay. So I hope that answer your question, KK. In today's advertising platform and marketing, right? If you want to get from awareness straight away to sales, it's quite hard because people's attention is so short, right? When you are trying to tell them multiple message, they will just skip too long already. If you want people to get from awareness to sales, it can be done also. Okay. Basically, the way to do it is huge sales, 50% off. Okay, 80% off. People, the moment they see your brand for the first time, they saw it's 80%, they are interested. Okay. So which objective to set for your campaign? It depends on your business objective. And if you have multiple business objective, you need to run a few campaign, unless you're running a huge promo. Okay. Next question. How do business derive demographic of user online? Okay, basically the question is around how do we marketers or business know who is our target audience? Okay, so for instance, okay, so if you have a Facebook page, right, for brands, sometimes they have a Facebook page. You can actually go to your Facebook page audience insight. It actually tells you, okay, profile of audience that follow you. They don't give you the name. They will tell you the demographics. Okay, 18 to 25-year old, 35%, 35 years old to 45 years old, 20%. Then you can look into their engagement rate also. Then that sort of tell you, okay, my kind of content is more engaging with which age group. Then you look at things like gender, okay. And then for tools like Google Analytics, okay, Google Analytics, you can also look into who are the audience who visited your website, what kind of other interests they have. Besides visiting your website, what kind of other content they consume online. So there are tools on different platforms. Social media, you want to know about your social media user, you look at your social media insights tools. If you want to know audiences who visited your website, who are they, what kind of profile they are, you look at things like Google Analytics, Adobe Analytics. Okay, hope that answer your question, June. Okay, Itong, you ask, can I get today's slides? Okay, Amanda from Us Academy just shared also in the chat. Okay, look for that link that she shared, ustraining.com.sg, okay, / so on and so on. Click on that link. Okay, you'll bring you to Us Training website. Fill in your details, then you'll get the training material. Okay, hope that answer your question, Itong. CA, you ask, which AI tool can you recommend for beginners? Okay, ChatGPT. Okay, why do I recommend ChatGPT? First of all, it's free, it's most user-friendly. Okay, the ChatGPT has a paid version, okay, but the free version for start for business, right? For to make our work more efficient, to make our personal life more efficient, ChatGPT 3.5, the free version is good enough. Okay, why I do not recommend others tools? Okay, ChatGPT is most user friendly and it's also have a skills of usage. It's like AI. The AI is part of machine learning. The more data you input to the machine, the more machine can learn. Without inputs, machine cannot learn that well. Okay, so ChatGPT Bard.ai, Bard.ai, that one is by Google. Okay, and Meta just launched theirs, but it's still very new. They are still refining it. If you type meta.ai, you'll be able to use the free one also. So three AI tools I recommend: ChatGPT, Bard.ai. This is by Google. Bard.ai, yeah. Sorry, Gemini.ai. Okay, let me just type in the chat so I don't get it wrong. Okay. AI tools. Okay, this is by Microsoft. Okay, so these three tools, ChatGPT, all of them is free. ChatGPT has a paid version, but the free version is good enough. Um, Image creation, slides creations, like the one that I created, right? Unfortunately, most of them, okay, are paid versions. The free one will not be sufficient for your work. Okay, so these three tools that I mentioned is free for your day-to-day content creations. Okay, but if you want more sophisticated functions like creating a slide deck, creating images, very polished images for you without errors, okay, without refining, right? Unfortunately, you have to use the other paid tools, and usually it's subscription based from say 10 USD up to 20 USD and so on per month. But use the free version for a start. Okay, I post in the chat AI tools. Okay, next question. Okay, yeah, I think that's the end of questions. Okay, and feel free to reach out to me if you still have any questions. Now I'll hand the time back to National Library.
Uh, Hello, everyone. Thank you, YS, for the very informative and insightful talk today. So I believe there are a few questions there. Maybe you want to address it in the chat individually, or you can address it now. It's fine.
Mm. June, I think I answered most of the question already. There's one question about digital career. I don't think it's covered by my session.
Okay, in that case, I will just continue. So, thanks again, YS, for the very insightful talk. So, allow me a few minutes to share with you NLB's free resources that everyone can make use of. It's totally free of charge, and there are a lot of good things from NLB you can try out. So firstly, of course, is the NLB mobile app. If you haven't downloaded, please download it on your mobile phones now. So you can access ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, and even borrow our physical books by scanning the QR code on the book covers. So you don't have to even go to the the borrowing kiosk in our public libraries. So it's very convenient and very cool. So we have a book recommendation here called Get Scrappy. It's about digital marketing for businesses of all sizes. So you can scan the QR code over here on the right-hand side, or take a screenshot and search for the title manually on our NLB mobile app later on. So we also have another book recommendation called Marketing 4.0, which is about navigating the digital marketing landscape. So again, you can scan the QR code, or you can search for the title manually. So this is quite a new book on internet marketing with ChatGPT optimization. So as mentioned, if you are interested in knowing more about how to use AI in your digital marketing campaigns, you can go ahead and find out more in this book. So if you like to keep updated with our programs, all of them are free, by the way. You can join our mailing list. We have a series of very exciting programs, free talks, events all year round. So hope to see you in future programs as well. So you can go ahead and scan the QR code, or go to the shortened link below. Okay, so we have another upcoming talk tomorrow, happening tomorrow evening at the National Library building. So if you have time, please pop by. It's about cybersecurity hacking tips. So it's actually a hands-on session where you can try out your hacking skills in a controlled environment. So a very cool session. So Next, we have another program recommendation. So Introduction to Digital Wellbeing. So with all of these digital tools available, it is still very important to take care of our digital well-being. So if you join this hands-on session, you'll be able to find out your own digital well-being score. So like your healthcare, physical health, we also have a digital health. So you can scan the QR code if you are interested to register for this. So so for those event with the physical location will be hands-on. Yeah. So for example, this is in a Woodlands Regional Library. The previous one, yes, is happening at the National Library building itself at basement 1, program room 1, because of the hands-on session. Yeah. So maybe I'll leave this on here for a moment. Okay, moving on. So this today's talk is part of the series for Future of Work, which is part of a series of programs curated by NLB for anything related to the future of digital workplace. So if you're interested on more topics regarding generative AI, coding, productivity tools, please feel free to join us in our other programs by scanning the QR code over here. So another platform or resources you can make use of is LinkedIn Learning. So did you know that you can access LinkedIn Learning for free using your My Library ID credentials? So if you scan this QR code, it will lead you to log in using your own library ID. So once logged in, you can access all the 21,000 free courses in this huge library, and of which we recommend this course on generative AI for digital marketing, which I believe is quite exciting for some of you today. So last but not least, please help us to improve by completing this very short survey. So tell us what you liked about today's program, what you like to see more of in future, and also of course, how we can improve in the future for our programs. So I'll leave this here for a few moments. Maybe if there are any further last questions, this is your last chance to do so for today's talk. So if not, I'd like to thank everyone once again for taking your time this evening. So have a very great evening and hope to see you again in future sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me on Monday evening. Good job on learning something new. Okay, utilize NLP resources. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks, June. Thanks,
Thank you so
Amanda.
much. Bye-bye.